Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and before we get started with today's listening party, I just want to say a few things. One, thanks to everybody who's been commenting, subscribing, liking, and all that stuff on these videos. I really do appreciate that. I'm glad to see that this very weird idea of YouTube videos is something that a lot of you are resonating with. It's also fun to see that people out there genuinely care what I have to say about these albums that I've never listened to with artists that I'm not familiar with. And overall, just enjoying my initial reactions to all this stuff, especially the Lana Del Rey fans. I do gotta say that whenever I put one of these out, y'all come through with at least like 100 views within 12 hours, which for me at the moment is pretty big, so I appreciate that. Number two, I'm still not used to the camera, which hand is which. Number two, all the requests that get made on these videos, I do see them all, and I do plan on hitting all of them. There's a lot of stuff that I have planned to do along with the requests that are coming up, or not requests that are coming up, but I'm planning to do some albums. I did Mayday Parade's album I released that video on Tuesday because their album just came out, and I plan on doing Volume's latest album because that album just came out. But along with that, I do plan on doing other requested albums. Like I have the Fiona Apple request that I do plan on doing when I'm finally done with Lana Del Rey. I have Led Zeppelin albums to look at. I plan on every request. I plan on at least getting to it until it gets to a point where there's no way I can hit all of them. So if you have any albums you would like me to kind of have a listening party to, then let me know. It makes my job easier of not having to figure it out. I can just slide it into slots where it can fit best and call it a day. And three, to me this is the most important, I'm sorry for yawning during these. Nobody's really made any comments about it, but I just want to kind of say ahead of time, I guess. I record these kind of late because I have school and work, and also since I don't have a blackout curtain in this apartment, I don't have a blackout curtain, and so I have to kind of wait for it to get dark for me to get something that looks like this for the video, because I just like how this looks better than with like the sun up. So the yawning isn't me being bored or anything. It's just after a long day I record these, and though I do enjoy recording these, it's just after a long day it just ends up happening. But I'm definitely not bored or anything, just tired. But with all that finally out of the way, we're having our listening party for Lana Del Rey's Lust for Life. And I think this album has the one song I've possibly listened to before by Lana Del Rey, if I remember correctly. I'm only saying that because I just remember that there was a feature on it that was a rapper, and I think it was the A$AP Rocky one, and I don't think I really liked his feature that much, but I can't really remember much about it, so I'm still saying that for the most part, all this is just like a blind listen, first time, whatever. I guess if you want to go into semantics, maybe Groupie Love is like the one song I've heard, and that's like not as blind, but still. So I'm excited for this. I like how in her Honeymoon album, she finally like started incorporating more like trap drum beats, and she had like electronic drums before, and I think the last one I think was like finally like truly getting to some like trap drums or whatever. So I can't wait to see how like, oh, and more instrumentation, bringing in saxophone and flute. I can't wait to see how this one just develops her as an artist musically and possibly lyrically, if I can catch any gems on this listen through. But overall, I'm excited. So pull up the album, get ready to listen along with me, and let's just jump right into this one. So I can't tell if that's a Bass or something else? Like it sounds like it's a bass being plugged, but it also sounds like it's possibly metallic hit being like just with a bunch of effects, you know? No, that's just a bass drum. It's I thought it was like a timpani or something. Is that the vocal effect? Hey, we got that vocal screech back, baby. All right. It's like slightly off or something. Maybe it's not the exact same, but it sounds close enough. I really like this one because it feels like there's like an energetic difference between the music and the vocals, where Lana is still very laid back, but the music seems a little more energetic, which is weird because it's not a lot still, but I don't know how to just describe it. It's just the energy just feel the music seems to give off a different mood than the vocals delivery is given off. To me personally, of course. Hmm. I don't know why, but the bringing in of the sub bass feels like they did something different besides just bringing in a sub bass to make this sound like different. Maybe it was a marimba or a xylophone. I can't remember which is the wooden one. Though it would make sense if she did bring in a marimba into this. I mean, it's part of an orchestral percussive ensemble, so or hmm, this is a nice beginning to this album, I have to say. Now I wonder if getting all these features for this album was what Lana wanted, or I wonder if that was the label being like, let's get some people into this. Mm. I really like that. Yeah, the bass. Okay, I don't know if I was expecting the weekend to blend in this well with Lana's style. Like I knew he could sing really well. And I think the fact that I think the music seems like a blend of his style of music and hers. Okay, no, this is okay, holy crap. Wait a minute. Okay, never mind. That was that was very pleasing to the ears. Yeah, I think it sounds like it's a blend of both of their typically what both of their songs sound like. I think at least that's where like that one bass came from. The more like synthy bass. If it comes back, I'll point it out. Yeah, this bass. I think this fits more with the weekend. I really, oh my god, a part of me hates how much I like this because I feel like this is really setting like a high bar for the rest of this album. I really like what the bass just did there. They have that piano going down. It's like what would happen in a synthwave song, but they actually put it on a piano rather than like another synth. Honestly, this seems like the type of thing that a dance group would do a song to, and I'm surprised I haven't seen that yet. If anybody watching is a part of some type of like dance company or dance group, put this on your thing. Put this song in the playlist for your next choreography that you write. Create. I don't know the terminology. I'm sorry. To all the dancers. I'm really glad. Ooh, the vocoders. I don't know what it is about this one, but uh, all of these. This whole song keeps just making hit after hit with like each second that passes. I really hope there's at least one more song like this. I doubt there will be. Man, I wish. Yeah, lush strings along with the pizzicato. I think because I really like the song Brutal by Olivia Rodrigo, every time I hear a song start with the orchestral, I just keep thinking it's like she's just gonna cut in and then it's just gonna. I feel like that would doesn't make sense if you don't know how Brutal goes. Hmm. That was an interesting sound. Meh. I have to give it to her because there's always at least one thing that'll throw me off a few songs in, and this time it's just the almost dial up esque like samples they're using, just adding like glitches. What is that? I really hope it comes back because I want to see if I can figure out what instrument that was. There's no way that's a guitar. Strings? It's an interesting sound. I gotta give it that. I think it's just like strings with a reverb, but it's cool. I think if there's another thing I have to give Lana Del Rey is how good her and her producer are able to make reverb sound, which is not, I'm not gonna say it's saying a lot or a little, but you know, for just being a fairly basic like effect, it's, I just like how they just find ways that I'm just like, dang, that's some nice reverb. That's nice. That's cool. I thought we were just gonna keep it on the bass, just strum, but nah. There's a lot going on in the first like 15 seconds of this. That one startled me a little bit. I can't deny. I wonder why they decided to use that. Okay. So we're in 6-8, and we are having a lot of more synthy perks to sprinkle in for texture. Got it. That's cool. I'll say that are ruined. It's still out happening now too. Oh my god. I just kind of got lost in the music for a minute there. I'm just realizing it seems like the bass is more on the left side than center, which is weird. Man, this sounds like some type of toxic relationship or a codependent. That sounds like that's the bad one, right? It's like a codependent relationship. What are Mustangs? Why would I just find it funny? She's just bringing up the word summer and bummer. Is just like a call forward to her next song. I always gotta admire the drum choices. I'll always say for the most part they sound unique, like made specifically for Lana. For the most part, it's a Mustang. That's what that was. I'm smart. I can pick up what sound effects are. It just sounds like more a fly than anything. But yeah, I. This is the first time that I've heard whistling as an instrument in her music. I want to say yes. I can't confidently say yes, but I want to say yes. I'm really hoping ASAP Rocky and Playboy Cardi don't make this unbearable. Because I feel like there's too much thing is too much autotune on your voice. Sometimes. I think it's like maybe depending. Oh wow. Doesn't feel like it's gonna go more towards like an actual genuine trap beat. Yep. I'm confused as to why they're doing like this hype up in the background. Though the beat, I gotta say, is really good. Mm. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. He's kind of sounding a little good on this verse. Wait, is this Playboy or ASAP? It feels like it went downhill really fast. It felt like that verse started off really nice, and then he tried singing it, and it just like went down. That's the lead, the whatever they have playing that lead or whatever that sound is. I really like the way that sound is. I can't deny this beat really does go hard though. Really like this 808 now too. Like, I mean, and then the little like I forgot what the word is now. The ad libs that they're doing in the background throughout the song. It actually doesn't sound too bad. It's just their verse was just like, again, started so good. I'm cool with just letting the beat play out. This is a really good beat. I wonder who made this one. I wonder if it was like Lana's like I don't know. I think of Lana having only like one producer for sure is like multiple for different albums. I don't know, but I want to know who made this beat specifically because they did a good job. I really like that beat. Hmm. The lyrical phrasing of this is nice. Ooh. Yeah, okay. This sounds real. Oh my god. It happened again. All right. I'm content. I'm content. Oh god, I really hope ASAP Rocky doesn't ruin this. Please, just give a good verse. Okay, I'm cool with Lana keeping going. That wub is cool. It's probably like the least aggressive like wub bass or whatever I've ever heard. She's just a growl. This one's such a jam, honestly. Like, this is such a vibe. And the swell of the orchestra on this chorus is ah. And I don't know why the quarter note triplets on the kick that happened like the one time just also. This is a good verse. I gotta give it that. Ah, nice. See, I don't think he should try singing by himself, but layering his voice as like a lower harmony to Lana sounds really good. Mm, mm. It's like at a moment's notice, it's just the whole space is filled or no space is filled. It's nice. That's a good way to end that. It makes sense. Okay, so that obviously wasn't the song I heard before, so I genuinely confused. I thought ASAP Rocky used more autotune. Maybe it was a song Lana Del Rey was featured on. Mm. It's so weird. Just bringing back the haze and whatever. Hmm. They really lead into this chorus really nice with that the hi hat stuff, the little trills. You know, at this point, I don't know if it sounds like it's right for Lana Del Rey to have these trap drums. I'm not saying like she can't use them, but I don't know if it just fits the style. It's like sometimes, but I feel like with this one, Like, I don't know. I think just this song specifically just doesn't really sound like a Lana Del Rey song. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because there are no strings in it. Not hearing a lot of orchestral elements. Oh, as I say it, I hear it like at the bottom there. Hmm. Is, is this supposed to be a, I guess, inspirational one? Hmm. There's a lot going on in this one, I think. Or not enough. I don't know. I don't know. I think that war thing is still on me. Is like still kind of in my mind. Like, because I don't know. I think of Woodstock as also like 70s hippies and like how they were all against like the Vietnam War. So I wonder if it's supposed to be like against some war modern day. And it's like, it's supposed to, I don't know. I feel like I'm reaching here. I am very confused about a lot of stuff on this one. Especially with the modal change from like more of a minor key to a major key at the end here. Hmm. That was a weird one. I'm gonna say that one was felt a little weird to me. Hmm. It's a really nice bass sound. I gotta give it that. I feel like we're back on track now, hopefully. I did not think it was gonna go here. I will say this one does sound very patriotic. I don't know why, but it's like not the lyrically, but musically there is like I think it's because it's very prideful and that's that's what America is, just prideful. I really like that note too, of like the little guitar part. Mm. Ah, I wonder if that's just supposed to be stomps or if those are actually supposed to be gunshots because they just sound like gunshots. Yeah, those are definitely gunshots. I think the use of like a marching snare is a really good touch. Uh, it's an interesting to layer the. I wonder if it's like supposed to be fugue like or row like with a vocal line here, but then the chorus everywhere else. I wonder if we're gonna put something in the right side. Oh no, they just stopped the other vocal line. I wonder if I was supposed to like pick up on what that was. Hmm. Her pitch bends are still very clean. And her going like out of key for lines is also really nice. It never sounds like when she does it purposefully, it never sounds out of key. Like it's not staying in a key when she does that. Or at least not with the key with the chord. Hmm. I think what's getting me is it feels weird that it just feels like there's just not a lot going on, at least like musically or anything. I don't know. It's just I wonder if this at least I know now that her influences are from like 50s to like 70s, so a lot of this stuff just doesn't seem so out of nowhere. I guess like the ideas don't seem so out of nowhere because I feel like I get what she's talking about with that as a song title and the chorus. Oh, there's also Green, but yeah, I wonder if that's supposed to be a reference. I feel like this is not me realizing I've never heard Stevie Nicks sing before. I would have really liked to hear that one fully harmonized. But that sounds nice, actually. There's also an interesting phrasing for that, too. Hmm. At first, I thought they said lie, 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 and then thought la, 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 but I think they're just saying na, na, na. But I was thinking it's interesting to go, we gotta try, and instead of going lie, lie, or la, 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 just saying lie, 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 because it could sound close enough like it. She's not gonna let Stevie Nicks have the last word. Or is she? Oh, she is. Okay. Upright bass. Nice. Very nice. There's so much rumble. Oh, no, that was a drum. Oh, wait. Sean Ono Lennon. Now, I am no, like, Beatles guy, but deductive reasoning has me to believe that this is John Legend's son. I didn't know he had a son and also a son that made music. And you know what? Sounds a lot like his dad. Well, I think we should be glad he sounds more like his dad than his mom. I really like the way the chord progression's moving. They sound really good together. Oh, that was clean. This is something I could actually get lost into. This one just sounds really nice. The Glock they have going on is a nice touch, nice texture for the background. It's a nice harmony. That was really nice. They sounded really good together. That was really soothing. I like the roads already. That wave, I want to say, that's just in and out. Interesting. Feels like we're getting a slow build to something. uh, I feel like I'm just now like noticing the clock ticking. I don't know what it's supposed to symbolize, but I don't care, for it is an interesting enough sound. And I feel like when I listen to this album again, I'll get it a little better. I don't know why I think this organ sounds weirdly bright. Like, not weirdly bright for a Lana Del Rey song, just in general. Is that a gun cock? So, whatever that's. I think that was like a slide on the guitar. I think they've been using that a few times around. That sounded really nice. Starting with a dramatic piano. Okay. I like that the piano played that melody before she came in. I don't know why, but it's just a cool little idea. I really thought it was gonna like play along a little bit, not just arpeggiate the chords. This is definitely somebody playing a piano or a keyboard, but this is somebody actually playing it. I kind of like how you can hear like a little bit of changes in the time between the notes. Like, it's not too much. And they brought it up an octave. I don't think it's gonna stay this minimalistic, but I really like that it's like just, yeah, so minimal. Mm. That's actually a really good line. I really like that line. It's so crazy to think. Every time I hear about Lana Del Rey and music, I think what it is just like she was in a choir growing up, but it's like her uncle who gave her a guitar taught her a few chords. It's so crazy to think that after learning some like chords, she's just able to really make. Hold on. All right, that's just nice. That was a nice pause that they did there. But it's just so crazy to think that like, and I'm assuming it's just not her alone writing this stuff, but at least the music aspect of it. But just goes to show that goes to show that put in the effort, you can learn some really nice chord progressions, chord changes. Just a little bit of theory goes a long way. I think this could be another one that I could imagine a dance routine to. I'm only just got this on my mind because I was at a dance concert today, pretty much, and some of the songs sounded like this. This is just really nice. That was a very nice song. I feel like it deserves more streams than it has. Hmm. Yeah, I can at least hear when this chord's coming up now. I don't know. It's a very simple chord progression or like substitution, but it's just so nice. It just adds just the right amount of tension. That does not sound like a snare at all. I kind of want to know what they got for that. Like, it's obviously like something in a woodblock. Is that a motorcycle? I'm really feeling the like the 50s 60s influence now. I'm able to pick it out. And I really like how she makes it more modern, but keeping the same aesthetic going on. This one's groovy. I gotta give it that. It's groovy. I can't help it. This is really groovy. Makes me want to little shimmy in my chair. Hmm. I like this. This actually, I feel like this is what it sounds like when you get free of something holding you back. That's pretty. That's nice. Then it just fades to nothing. All right then. So, all right. So, I'm just gonna be upfront. I don't think this one was my favorite Lana Del Rey album. I feel like it started really strong. I think like the first but I think when we got to like In My Feelings, all the way through like When the World Was at War, We Kept Dancing. I think like for those few, it just it really went down fast, and then it kind of just slowly went back up at Beautiful People, Beautiful Problems afterwards. But man, I feel like what really didn't resonate with me is like I I like when artists try different things. You saw in the honeymoon video that I was like kind of feeling when she was like, putting more actual like trap drums in her, songs and whatever. And I really do like when a artist like goes out of their comfort zone to do something. But I like it when when it feels like the artist wants to. And those songs, I don't know, there was something about it that seemed more like formulaic. I don't want to say actually maybe not formulaic, but like generic, or it didn't seem to have like the same energy to me personally that other Lana Del Rey songs have. I don't know. There was just something about them that didn't seem to have like the soul that like all these other songs have. That like I mean, hell, Get Free was a great way to end this album. I think especially after it's just a great way to end the album. It's just very nice, relaxing, great vocal performance from her, nice harmonies and everything. But man, it took a real big blow. I mean, I'm sorry that I didn't really say much during them. It's just not much I thought I could say. It was just boring to me more than anything. I know I said at the beginning I don't typically yawn because I'm bored, but these songs, they are just like and it felt like closer to the end of each song, it felt like, oh, so let's see if we can try to make it more her style and like put some strings in it or something. But maybe, I mean, at the moment, those are like the low points that made this album like a little but I'm hopefully going to get a chance to listen to all her albums again. I mean, I technically always have the ability to, but you know, with like more in depth, I guess, for something else I'm working on. But man, this one, like I said, like it started so well. I mean, Lust for Life and Groupie Love. I think I really liked Groupie Love because I went with it with such low expectations that the fact that it was good made it seem great to me. But like, I mean, Lust for Life, that was the GOAT of the album. Like, honestly, I think like Lust for Life, Groupie Love, Change, and Get Free are like the better ones on this album. You might have a different opinion than I do, but honestly, this one is like, I mean, I can definitely see why a lot of people would like this one, but this one is not for me. I think at a point, the trap drums started feeling less like it was what Lana Del Rey wanted and more just what felt like was popular. And I don't know, there's just something about it that just didn't seem to have the soul for me. Like her energy, her spirit, it didn't feel like that. I don't know how else to say it or describe it. I mean, I would still say it's an enjoyable album. Like, at least, like, it's just, what is that, 4-ish songs? Yeah, for, like, 4 songs, like, that's, like, what, 25? Yeah, it's, like, 25% of the album was, like, a little meh to me, but the rest of it, I would still say is, like, on par with, like, her other stuff, for sure. Especially when Tomorrow Never Came on. I was not expecting Sean Ono Lennon to sound so much like his father. If I didn't pick up the Ono Lennon thing as, like, beforehand, I probably would have gotten it the moment I heard him, like, open his mouth, because he sounds exactly like his dad. But, yeah. Maybe not my favorite. Maybe on another listen I might find something to appreciate. Typically that's what happens. I'll listen to an album the first time and have a couple songs that I'm just like, ugh, for, and then on other listens to I'm like, you know what? Actually, it's kind of a banger. So we'll see. Maybe I'll keep my opinion on this later on in the future. Maybe I'll change my mind. Who knows? But yeah. I don't know. How do you like this album? Is this your favorite Lana Del Rey album? Is this your least favorite? There's been a lot of discourse about whether or not what should be considered her best, or you know, what is like overhyped or something. But I don't know. I want to know what you think of this. As I wouldn't say this is her best, personally. I feel like there was too much. I think I'm gonna keep going about this. This is just like what I was thinking about a lot, is I think this one just genuinely feels like too much say from the record label. And I'm really glad that I started this whole thing with Lana Del Rey with Blue Banisters, because I at least know that she kind of goes that, I don't know, either she may try something like this again or whatever, but I feel like there's at least some, like, she will retain artistic integrity. But this one, it genuinely felt like she it was just like a lot of like executives and like the label like telling her what to do, you know, like what type of songs to write, you know. And yeah, like it was, like I said, not all the songs are bad. It was just those 4, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe, like I said, you may have a different opinion than I do. But yeah, with all that being said, I hope you have a great rest of your day and or night. Peace.